Hello, and welcome to 20 Lore Pro, a community of Lorcana players who enjoy deck building, competing, and opening Lorcana product. You can find out more at our Discord community, 20lorepro/Discord, link in the description. We have tons of upcoming events, deck lists, and deck discussions, like in today's video, where RMB shows us his Ruby Steel Pirate deck list. We want to thank RMB for joining us today, and we hope you enjoy the video. Well, taking a look at a new archetype that may see more prevalent play in set 3, RMB has a Pirates list with Ruby Steel for us. RMB, can you give us a quick walkthrough of the deck?
Yeah, so I love Pirates. I think that the main reason I wanted to play this deck was really came down to 4 cards. Number one, the 1-drop hook combined with Jolly Roger. Foregoing doing anything on turn 1 aside from inking, and then on 2, just being able to surprise Jolly Roger, Captain Hook attack into their 1-drop that may have quested, or even if it's a Pluto. I think is incredibly powerful. Mr. Smee, probably one of the best 2-drops in the game at the moment, in my opinion. It's a 3/3 that quests for 2. It does have a downside, but I think that its downside is significantly better than, say, the downside of like Snake. Madam M Snake was arguably the best 2-drop in the game throughout all of set 2, and I think that this card's actually just better than Snake. It can unlock synergies with Rapunzel as it self-damages. You'll notice that a lot of the characters in this deck are also captains, so that deal 1 at the end of the turn, if it is exerted, is negated by the fact that you would have a captain in play. And then John Silver, absolutely insane card. John Silver gets +1 resist and +1 lore for each location you have in play, which is the reason you're going to see a high density of locations in this deck. This is our win condition. We have a lot of, I call this the 3/3 deck, because most of the characters in our deck cost somewhere between 1 to 3, and they're all 3/3s. So this 3/3 is capable of closing the game out very fast. I have won games on turn 5 because I've had 2 or 3 of these in play, and I've got 3 to 4 locations in play. Just closes the game out really quickly. We're also playing one of my favorite cards from set 1, which is the Shift Hook. Shift Hook is a card that hasn't seen play in a little while, and it kind of made me sad because it is in fact uninkable. But if people are still on snakes and foxes and early game, none of those things can trade back into a hook. And hook is also a shift for 3 that allows us to sing a whole new world. One of the biggest problems that's historically been in the red steel color combination is the lack of card draw. So our 2 biggest card draw engines are going to be, we've got 3 of the little queens, 3 of the big queens, and then 4 a whole new world. That's how we're going to refill our hand, make sure that we can put a bunch more locations in play to make our Johns close the game out as fast as humanly possible. And if we're playing 16 locations, of course we're going to be playing Jim Hawkins. We've got a couple of pieces of removal in here. We've got 2 Mauis, 2 Smashes, and 2 Babooms. And the reason that I've chosen Baboom over other removal sources that deal 2 damage, like Let the Storm Rage On or Fire the Cannons, is because it is inkable. And I think that this deck probably has a little bit of a problem with inkability, just between the 4 Shift Hooks, the 4 Jolly Rogers, the 4 RLS Legacies, the 4 Whole New Worlds. We're already at 16 uninkables. So I think that we're starting to reach a point in the game where there's so many good cards that are uninkable that you're really going to have to make concessions. And Baboom is basically my version of a inkable 2-cost Fire the Cannons.
Yeah, and the locations too, they have such good abilities, the ones that you have here, that it really helps highlight the rest of the characters. Thank you so much, RMB, for showing us this Ruby Steel Captain Pirate deck. Really look forward to playing in the future and seeing how it develops over time.
My pleasure.
Thank you for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed. Head on over to the 20 Lore Pro Discord. We can find out more about deck discussions and upcoming events. See you in the next video.